So 2014, I think I had hair. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't have hair in 2014. So 2014, we stepped out, and the one I wanted to pull out from that year was about finding your fellow crazy ones. And to me, when I read back the theme, it was how innovators are a kind of weird breed, right? We're talking about people who work in big corporate operations often, but they're the rebels. They're the ones, the crazy ones, to nick the Apple ad, right? But they're the ones who are out there trying to disrupt business, when really all those businesses want to do, right, is just operate as smoothly and as efficiently as they can. And yet here we are going, hey, why don't you try this? Why don't you do that? And it's hard. And the thing that struck me from that conference, and I think remains really true today, is you have to, if you're going to survive, you have to find your network, your community. I think that's true within a business, but I also think it's true outside of a business. You have to have the people who you can reach out to. And that's where the Global Innovation Forum, both for me, for us, right, has been such an amazing community, but also I think for so many of those attendees, right? I think those networks that they've built, those friendships, frankly, have served people way beyond just the sort of 2 days of a conference. Whether it's learning from people, whether it's having people you can bounce ideas around, whether it's people who can commiserate with you over the challenges you face. I think that's really strong. And I felt that that was the year, and why I wanted to start with it and why we're still here talking about it is that was 10 years ago and we found our fellow crazy ones. So I think it remains true. You've got to find your network, you've got to find your sponsors. These are the things that will help you through this sort of crazy, suicidal job that you take on, because you know most of the time you're going to see more failure even to get it across the line, not even when it's in market, but to get these ideas across the line than you are success.
And I've seen some interesting things happening. I've seen beyond obvious business partnerships. I've seen people become family friends.
Oh wow!
Yeah, this has been crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen people meeting because of their kids going to the same school or something. So just life intervening in like the most crazy ways. Just meeting your fellow innovators, but also kind of making friendships out of that, because you meet like, it's a group of very intelligent, interesting, open-minded, cool people that we have there. So
and diverse, right? That's the other thing. I think, again, the crazy ones, the fellows, they're from different companies, different categories, different disciplines, different parts of the world, different educational backgrounds. I mean, that's what's so rich, I think.
It is. Who are some of the craziest people you've seen there?
Well, there was Doug McMaster, who I'd like to talk a bit more about later, but it's always the chefs, right? And I can't remember, you'll remember his name, the big Scottish guy who looked like he was straight off Game of Thrones. Ben, exactly. He was crazy. Mr. Bing, right? Bingo. You've always done such a great job on bringing people in who aren't from the sort of corporate world. But there are then the sort of disruptors. There's a guy who started Kickbox. There's the Gil Horsky, who I think had a slogan, you know, if you're not close to getting fired every year, then you're not doing your job well enough. Those are some of the guys that really stick in the mind. So
the corporate rebels and
the corporate rebels
ones,
and the ones who clearly couldn't be in the corporate environment even if they wanted to be. No, it's definitely a lot of crazy ones, and that's been part of the fun.